Hello and welcome. I am Light and this is my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you about a case of a woman who was murdered. The case is still open. The murderer is unknown. And maybe somebody out there has some clues. So, if you would please give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you're not subscribed and you would like to be, please subscribe. Ring that bell for when my content goes live. Let's talk about Leah Hickman. Leah Hickman vanished just a few days before Christmas, and she was found several days later, her body hidden where someone thought nobody would look. The last time her father had spoken to her was on her birthday, which was a few weeks before her death. And that would be the very last time he would ever speak with his daughter. Throughout Leah's community of Huntington, West Virginia, there are blue ribbons strung everywhere, from homes, from trees, from cars. Blue ribbons because blue was Leah's favorite color. There are even blue ribbons strung around the apartment complex where Leah was found, strangled and stuffed into a crawl space. Leah was a junior studying journalism at Marshall University. After graduation, she hoped to become a television reporter. On 8th Avenue in Huntington, Leah shared an apartment with her half-sister, Jessica Vickers. Jessica was the last person to see her alive. Computer records show that on December 14, 2007, after signing into her MySpace account, Leah decided to go to McDonald's and called a friend to let them know where she was going. A receipt from the McDonald's at that same time was later found in her apartment, confirming that she had gone to McDonald's. When Jessica came home the next day, she noticed Leah's car keys and purse were there, but she couldn't see any signs of her sister. Her car was still in the parking lot. Jessica tried calling her sister's cell phone, but it just went to voicemail. She then posted a message on her sister's social media page asking, "Oh, sister, where are you?" And again, there was no answer. It was a new employee at the dress barn, and she was really vigilant about arriving to work on time. So it raised concerns when she didn't arrive for her shift at all. When notified that his daughter was absent, Ron Hickman rushed over to the apartment, accompanied by his sister, Leah's aunt, and, oddly, a preacher. Nothing more was found to indicate where Leah might have gone. On the 16th of December, her family filed a missing persons report, and emergency search parties were formed to comb the surrounding area for the next 7 days. Dress Barn even posted a $10,000 reward for any information on Leah's disappearance, and the Huntington Police Department received numerous tips, but none of them led to her whereabouts. There were flyers posted all over the city pleading for anyone who might have any information to please call in. It wasn't long before she was found in the most unusual of places. A week later, on December 21st, Leah's body was discovered in the crawl space of her apartment building, and she had been strangled to death. The crawl space could be accessed from the common laundry room and all 4 of the apartments in that building. That gives me the creeps. Initially, police had a theory that Leah had been killed by someone she knew, and that the killer was familiar with the configuration of the complex. Only one apartment was occupied other than the one that Leah shared with her half-sister. However, the man living in that unit was out of town during the time that Leah went missing. Therefore, he was excluded from the suspect list. The city was devastated. Leah was only 21 years old when she died. Dress Barn closed for the Christmas weekend in her honor, and they paid for all of her funeral costs. In 2009, mitochondrial DNA taken from hair fibers at the scene was tested, but the results were unable to find a match. Detectives were now lacking both witness and suspects. insufficient evidence led to the case going cold. Leah's father had asked that the Huntington police have the DNA evidence tested by Parbion Nanolabs, as they had had great success on other cases in the past. Captain Ray Cornwall had said that the department was hesitant to do that for fear that it would lead to nowhere and the remaining evidence would be lost. There was such a small amount of the sample that investigators had to be cautious when to decide to retest. At that point, all they could do was wait for a credible lead to come in or for technology to advance enough to finally help solve the case. Police say that they revisit the case frequently, looking for any clue that they might have missed. In 2014, an anonymous person spray-painted one simple question on the side of Leah's apartment building on 8th Avenue. Who killed Leah Hickman? This brought new attention to the case, along with the hope that her mystery might finally be solved. Unfortunately, no one came forward. Leah's father, Ron Hickman, prays that there will someday be justice for his daughter. He vows to keep fighting for her until her killer is arrested and convicted for this heinous crime. Leah's loss is not easily forgotten in the Huntington community. A memorial is held for her every year. If you have any information on Leah Hickman's murder, please contact the Huntington Police Department's Criminal Investigation Bureau at 304-696-442 or the tip line at 304-696-4444. Thank you for coming to my channel. Good night.